Hey folks, good morning once again from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm going to do a morning episode, morning thought sort of episode, and I want to talk about one specific point today. Just some of the thoughts that floats around in my head recent times, and I'm accompanied by my very two of my favorite tea. One is the lemon twist, lemon and lime twist from Ama tea. Other one is Twinings. I think that's the green tea with lemon. So I'm combining them and infusing them. A really lovely aroma with less sugar. So that's my morning after breakfast. I have done a review. I'm going to upload these videos side by side, and hopefully you will be able to enjoy and watch them. So the topic I want to talk about today is I would say it's a very dangerous trend. Not intentionally, but people do this thing a lot. That is being fake, plastic. What is the downside of being a plastic or something artificial? That's what I want to talk about, and I want to keep it with fragrance related topics because I am in this line. This is what I do for a living, even a small scale, and this is what I do wholeheartedly for passion. So I try to keep it honest all the time. You guys know that. I mean, I would not say fragrance is good unless it's really good. I would not say it's a beast mode unless it's a beast mode. All right. So that's the whole point of doing this. So you actually find your time worthwhile. Okay, and you do something meaningful when you look back. Sometimes I look back in my videos, and I try to see what did I do in those videos, old days. Am I disappointing? Am I gonna be, let's say, embarrassed by what I said, or would I feel like, nah, it was not good enough? I look like fake. But most of the time, when I look back, I look sometimes like crap. And sometimes I did some annoying things which I still do, but I try to take note. But at the same time, I feel like I never actually tried to do acting or overacting on certain things that actually were not my sentiments, right? So hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's talk about this topic because it's a trend, for sure. All right. I guess you guys are all in good health, doing okay in the hectic life, work, stress. The world is getting a hotter place. Different parts of the world, people are having different worries, financial, economical, weather changes. Malaysia, Indonesia, these countries are seeing a haze problem, health problem. So altogether, life is not really easy. So this is one place in fragrance game. Even here also, it can get a little bit um, annoying and then kind of like difficult, because people start fighting over things. There are issues and people have groups, this anti, that's pro. These things happen whenever there's like group of people. This is bound to happen when there's interest of certain individual or entity. This is going to be an obvious occurrence. But anyway, let's focus. What I mean by the being fake or plastic. You guys already know what is fake. Someone who says something he doesn't believe. Someone who pretend to be someone, like someone pretending to be someone. Someone pretending to be, let's say, Mr. X, but actually he's Mr. Y in real life. But let's say fragrance reviewers. Let's talk about reviewers. Some reviewers are genuine. You can tell. I can vouch for them. I know from the way, because if you really pay attention, you can tell who's being honest and who's just trying to just being fake and try to promote stuff and then never ever mention that fragrance before anymore. They just got it for free, and that's what it was all about, to hype it for the time being. But some reviewers, they have different path of working. They actually do more than latest releases. They actually have love for fragrances and passion. They'll find out fragrance from different times. They'll review it. But different channel has their own theme going on, what they want to do in their channels. Few channels would be going for latest releases, designer, like I do designers most of the time, but I mix it up with vintage, powerhouse, male, female. So variety is a spice of life or something like that. But some reviewers, you're gonna just say they are just doing niche. There's nothing wrong with it, absolutely, because that's their love, that's their line of work. So we get this all kind of different kind of reviews. But sometimes I notice, how do I start, the contents are just like more than what they're supposed to focus on. The fragrance itself, the focus is somewhere else. It's either a quickie, 2-3 minutes quickie, in a very bad manner. Yeah, it's a very bad word, but I would say trying to smell cool or look cool, but without saying much about the perfume. So it almost looks like some reviewers do not have much knowledge about a fragrance, and they just like wanna, hey, I sound cool, I just do quickies, and I do like fun videos. It's all about fun, and all everything else except the fragrance talk. So that's why a little bit annoys me. I just do not follow those channels, simple as that. Then some reviewers, like male, those are male, but the female ones, I heard certain reviewers said, I would never see those other girls that doing that. I can show my cleavage, and reviewer, if she is watching, she would know who I'm talking about. I don't follow her channel no more because I lost kind of respect for her. Maybe that's her thing, that she wants to get views and channel growth. Everybody wants that, but my personal feeling is, when you actually believe in music, you don't have to show your boobs to do music. If you see Adele, they fat shamed her. Like, I'm gonna say these things because these are in my head. Uh, Talent, like nowadays in the world, people do not recognize talent. You have to show your body. You have to show your like other things. You have to go cheap. You have to sell your soul to the devil to become famous. I see every single star. They're great. They have stardom. They have money. They have VIP passes everywhere. But at some point, they had to sell their soul to the devil. They had to sleep around. They had to do a lot of things to go up in life. And I'm pretty sure in life, when they look back, they cannot be happy about it, because people suffer from depression and everything. But I cannot say those honest people do not suffer from depression, but they do. But at the same time, if you remain honest, there is only hope for you. If you live a life that you show everybody you're happy, the case of Chester Bennington, like my favorite uh, band, Linkin Park. I used to listen to them when I was in university. He looked perfectly fine. All know that famous picture. He's standing with his children and wife. No one could tell he's depressed. Robin Williams, these kind of people. Even Jim Carrey, I fear for him. Sometimes he suffers from depression. He makes the whole world laugh, but inside he's not happy. He has tough life. He worked through his life and went through a very tough journey to be popular. So people always see the success, but they do not see the back pain of it. So what I was talking about, that this reviewer was talking about, this other reviewer, she's wearing bikinis and trying to get male attention, which gets a lot of views, and she got her channel, Demi Rawling, she got her channel huge. If you see her content, it's more like a commercial reviews and stuff. It's not really in depth, but she does have good presentations. She has good suggestions, so men like that. Uh, and then it always has to be more entertaining. It's fun for people to watch. So that's their way of working. But when I heard that I'm never gonna do it, the other reviewers are never gonna do it, showing boobs and stuff, and then she's doing the exact same thing now. I'm not trying to put anybody down or try to belittle anybody, but I feel like you lose kind of respect for people when you see they are not standing by what they said once. So that's one fake thing. Another fake thing is people trying to impress other people with their fragrances. Hey, see, I got this niche collection, I got this, that, but they actually never use those fragrances. Okay, they show off their car, they show off their lavish lifestyle, but they do not have food at home. They do not have a love of woman. They don't have family. So all those fake things are really, I would say, toxic in our life. If you are not happy, why pretend to be happy? They say, do not show your tears, show your smile to the world. What does it do in return? It doesn't. It does the world a favor, perhaps, but how about those people who suffer? That it doesn't really help them, does it? So, like, there are things also. Let's say some other examples. If I give you examples, you understand me better. There is this actress, Indian actress. She started with YouTube. Okay, no names. She started doing her channel with YouTube, making fun videos and stuff like that. And she is not Hindi speaker mainly, but she speaks different language. But they used to make like meaningful short films. They used to make fun videos and stuff like that, very enjoyable. But then she moved to cinemas, and then she did like perhaps one or two small movies and stuff. Within 6 7 months or a year, she started posting that I got the best actress award, and I got became so huge. And basically what she's trying to say, that look at me. People try to focus them, like, look at me. Not just her, many people they do. If they're 100, they want to show they're 1,000, so they get like million. Yes, you can get success financially in the numbers, but do you think that's really success? You guys know that's not real. That's a fake hype. You can create celebrities like worldwide, like Justin Bieber. Do you think there are not better singers than Justin Bieber? There are. Nobody likes Justin Bieber. I see that, but he probably has his talent, no problem. But there are a lot of real divas who can sing. Mariah Carey, there are Celine Dion, there is Beyonce. These Rihanna, they can sing, man. Like these singers, they can sing. They have real talent. Of course, they use sometimes auto tune and stuff like that, but they had their talent. Elton John, great singers, So if you feel that, it's about between you and God, or not God, let's not bring God here. It's between actually you, it's within you. What do you feel? Do you feel that you are doing the right thing by uh, doing something that you are not? You do not really believe in it, but you are doing it. Do you feel it like it's meaningful to you? Don't you think you're going to lose your passion and interest in that after a while because you're living a life of lies? So that's what I'm saying. Plastic is not good. You can have a nice piece of steak that looks very like a beautiful. It's like juicy, it's huge, it's like this thick, and they made it like a gourmet sort of thing, and it has a most beautiful, covered by gold and whatnot. But actually it's plastic, it's just painted, it's not real. Instead, you have at home you have this little tiny bit of steak like this much, like Dexter makes, and you have like a side as egg and some beans and some veggies, and just enjoy it with your beer. Which one is better? The fake one that you actually cannot eat, or the other one you can actually taste and enjoy? I think little things in life that you can afford and you can be, those are the things are enough to make you happy if you actually can appreciate those. So the other trend, some of the reviewers, I know them, they're doing reviews for a very long time. It's not bashing them or anything, because I'm saying this for their own good. I had huge respect for them. It doesn't matter if I do not have it or not anymore. But there are reviewers like Chad. I'll take one name. This guy, A Gentleman's Journey. I'm gonna take a little bit time. He is one guy. If you do not know him by now, Chad, he's from Canada. This guy has maturity about him. He takes himself very lightly. He jokes about stuff, but we have a lot of conversations. We exchange, audio uh, clips and stuff like audio. What do you call that? Audio bits. We send it to him as message, or he sends me. We talk on the phone sometimes. This guy did a lot for the community, just like Mark, Fragrance Bros, Street Sense, Steven, like Sebastian Zara, Coach Rob, all these guys, the great reviewers. They have significant contribution to this society. They made a lot of videos. They have a lot of contents you cannot even imagine. You just type for one fragrance and you say, oh, Chad did Zippo reviews, like 8, 10 of them. And some people bash him like, hey, he's doing his sample review, is being cheap, he doesn't buy full bottles, he doesn't have any niche collection. So if you live in the real world, people hate you and hit on you. But what he does, people do not know that, perhaps they do, but they do not really know, some of them, that he pushes new reviewers to the fragrance community. He does these collab videos where I came from. I would give huge thanks and gratitude to this guy. I keep saying it. Chad, Gentleman's Journey. I'll leave his link below if you do not know him by now already. He's an OG. The way he help other people, I think that is what the fragrance community is all about. Helping others. Be real. Keep it real. Keep it, even if you're making jokes, you are hardcore. You are like obscene kind of jokes, but you're like offensive. But you mean it from the heart. You don't mean any harm. You are really being you. That's what it's all about. After he gave me that break, I started putting videos and people started subscribing. When I had not even 1,000, people started joining me, and they're like, okay, who's this guy? Let's check him out. So we need these kind of things in the community that is really real. When I was talking about that girl actress, she pretending to be a big star already by now, but she's not. She's not. I have seen her acting. She's not even anywhere near. So there's always room for improvement. There's always room for being great. And when you want to be great, you don't have to claim yourself that I'm the greatest, King Alexander. That's something people will decide. That's something people will tell you. People will tell you you're the best damn reviewer. Mark would be the best damn reviewer in the world. Do you think Mark called himself that? He calls him fragrance guru. I respect that. But what made Mark today is his work and the love of people. And those who know him, Robe08, he started this fragrance community with a vision. So I say my heartfelt thanks to him for giving us this world. So that's really real. Then there is this certain individuals who say my fragrance is the best. I reviewed that fragrance, Jeremy's fragrance, but I rather wish he gave whoever comes up with the fragrance the best way to tell if your fragrance is the best. Give it to the community, give it to the reviewers, let them do unbiased reviews rather than ass kissing. Some reviewers just simply ass kissers. They just want them attention. They want to make a video which would be reviewed by another reviewer, so they can get 5,000, 8,000 subscribers, and you get push. That's the way you want to grow. I don't know. But there are some reviewers, OG reviewers, they have been reviewing for longer than I did. I used to enjoy their content because they were so passionate, they were so meaningful, and they used to take their time and they used to have a theme, rather than kissing someone's asses. Okay, there were times that I used to love those reviews. I used to buy fragrances based on that. But nowadays, when I see them, it's you can see it's always one direction. It's always where the money is at, where the honey is at. Everybody's chasing that. Just one fragrance. No one is doing anything different. That's how people are losing interest in fragrance community. So I would urge some of the reviewers who actually did a lot of passionate work in the time before, which are like a lot of designer fragrances, a lot of unknown fragrances, even kerosene, niche, or maybe say indie that were really good. A lot of fragrances need a lot more reviews. Perhaps do um, like full on review rather than just the latest release. Oh, this is it the best ever? Is it the best flanker ever? Maybe it's their way of income. Maybe it's the way companies push them or give them a free bottle of, and they have to promote in exchange of money or free bottles. I don't know. But if the reviews are not 100% honest, how do people don't you think people will be able to tell after a while? If I say a mean based fragrance lasts like 10 hours and it does like half an hour only in real life, people might buy based on what I say. Like my channel, let's say I lied about one fragrance. People would know that Joy told this mean based fragrance lasts 10 hours. 10 people will buy it, and then they will upgrade or update rather in groups or channel. Like, this guy, he, cannot trust him. He said it smells like Lamal, but it smells like poo poo. I heard, I saw reviewers, I'm not taking names. Someone said certain fragrance smells like tobacco vanille, but I found out it smells like Amin. So it's not a bad thing, but when you actually are, perhaps you do not know, perhaps your nose got that, but if 10 people later on updates like, yeah, your judgment was not good, you lose credibility. Even if you have 1 million, and if you lose credibility and you lose your respect and you lose your freedom, like by selling your soul to big companies, which is a very big case nowadays. Like, companies, they will shut down a channel if they're doing an honest review. Companies would not like a negative review. They just want to push their product, sell, sell, sell. You mix water, make it 50% water down on a good fragrance, and you're still selling it as double the price, and people have to buy it because the reviewer said so. There's something wrong about it. But it's always up to people. People are free to think. The other side of people are the viewers, who get very, very angry, agitated by, hey, that fragrance review is paid, or this fragrance like Jeremy made, it's trash. Nobody's putting a gun to your head, isn't it? You are the one who's watching. You are the one who's deciding. You are the one who decided to blind buy a fragrance. Okay, nobody fooled you. Nobody influenced you. If they could, you wanted to be influenced. You wanted to be told that fragrance. You go and buy it. Go and waste your money, so you can feel better about yourself, or you can feel angry. And when you do it, you can actually blame on the reviewers. Actually, the blame should be taken by you, right? Because you are a free person. You have freedom. You can go and be not lazy, sample a fragrance, or if you do not have enough money, you know better that you have to save it up for later, which I fall in traps sometimes. I waste all my money on perfumes. But in the end of the day, a lot of lack in maturity in people nowadays. uh, let's say 10 reviewers are hyping Jeremy's perfume. I've been watching some reviewers, and I even reviewed Jeremy's perfume, but from a different perspective. I haven't seen not many reviewers buying his bottle. That kind of surprised me. Those who are big fan of it or hyping it, why don't you buy instead of a sample full bottle if you like it so much, right? That would actually mean that you are standing by. You put your action where your mouth is, or words are. Because if you are not uh, being 100% honest, and not just Jeremy's perfume, any fragrance, let's say anything niche, they come out, let's say PDM, Creed, or something, and you just got a free sample and you're just like, oh, it's good or it's bad, rather than giving it actually 100% of your honest thoughts. And there are thousands of fragrances. Why don't people talk about them, right? So that's sometimes I wonder. So sometimes I feel like world is becoming plasticky. Even from this perspective, when I do reviews, I do not enjoy it because nothing of plastic is nice. It's always ugly. It's always not happy, and you will actually suffer from depression. easily, because you will not really have any friends, because everybody is a fake friend, Facebook friend. Not everybody Facebook friends are your real friends. So make sure you love this world of fragrances. If you love uh, good smelling perfumes, make sure you wear and you buy what you really want. Do not buy fragrances or to show or impress people. I keep saying that. Do not buy a fragrance and regret it. I bought this full bottle. I saw yesterday someone bought something and instantly he says two after two sprays he hates it. I mean, I do not understand the sentiment. Why did you have to blind buy in the first place? We never said blind buy anything. And then second of all, why did you have to give it like two sprays only? Why didn't you give it more time? And he's ready to sell it off. So things like that happen. I cannot help everybody when they are in trouble. So better than being in trouble is be real. Do your research. Do a lot of studies. Read on a perfume like I do. Fragrantica. Let's hear people's opinion. Recently, yesterday, one of my brothers, he gave me Bella Shari Bhai. He gave me, I think, one of the samples. I don't know which one. One of these four samples. I really wanted to buy Cool Water Intense. Like he gifted me these four. One of them is Cool Water Intense. I really want to buy it, but it's expensive at this point for Cool Water, and I didn't know if I want to blind buy it. Finally, I smelled it. I think I'm gonna buy it because I really like it. So you see, money you can have sometimes. Sometimes you cannot have. But if you buy something that you really want and you think that the purchase is good, you'll be the happiest person on earth. Simple as that, right? So basically, do not be fake, even as a consumer, or do not be a fake person in other aspects of life. Be real, good or bad. If you are, say, you don't have cash and your friends say, hey bro, let's go out, do not say that, hey, I don't feel like it. Just say that I'm broke. People would understand your situation, and then they will know that this guy is for real. People will respect you for that. Okay, let's say you do not work at the biggest farm in the world or IT firm, and you go and tell your friends just to be mingling with them, like, hey, I earn this much, I have this bonus, I have this boss. A lot of people do that, and I know for real that in real life they are not those person. What's the benefit? You just, what you're trying to prove, right? So be who you are. If you're a farmer, be proud of your job. If you're a cleaner, if you're working at McDonald's, if you're driving a bus, be proud of what you do. Okay, because when you believe in yourself, you can actually move forward in life. So these are the things I want to share today. I don't know if it's a long, very, very long talk, if someone's going to watch it actually, but I know few people, they will, and they love me, and I'm doing these videos for you guys. More power to you, more love to you, and have a very, very wonderful day. Stay positive, because every day is a new day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.